This is Red All Over's instant reaction to a first win in 2025 at home for the Reds. 2-1 winners against Wrexham. Let's decipher this one, Andy. So the mighty Wrexham that we look up to, done at home. Go for it.
Oh dear. I wish Refford had a worse game than I could have called him, but he didn't. Let's be fair. This is just a cheap shot, Wrexham fans, so don't get upset. I know you've been upset with us, but don't get upset with this. We had Indiana Jones today, so that made a difference. Now, let's be fair. They started off really well, and we were truthfully hanging on at the start. And then we gradually got ourselves into the game and started playing our game and scored 2 cracking goals. Really chuffed with both goals. Quality goals. Shut up. Quality goals. And looked altogether pretty reasonable. We just needed to keep them out. At half time I thought they'll come out like a steam train, and they did. A lot of people think that what's going to happen with Wrexham is they were closing down quickly. They can't possibly continue with it because they're closing down so quickly they're going to run out of steam. Wrexham don't. That's why they score so many goals in added time. Not today but added time. We just knew, they pushed us back and back. We started flapping and acting a bit daft really. Instead of getting on at ball, we were just flapping at it some time. Some last ditch tackles, a couple of good saves from Killip, got man at match from sponsors. They could easily have equalised. They scored with what? About 10 minutes, maybe 12 minutes left. We didn't play bad after that, but the number of times we know they launch it long for players to run onto. It's good for me that Donovan Pines came on, because he's got that power in there to do it. But they've got midfield players that can run really quickly and get past defenders and get onto it. And they got onto it a few times. And let's be fair, we rode our luck. We really did ride our luck at times. They could easily have equalised. I thought we played better than we did at their ground. I thought they played better than they did. It were really, considering the conditions, I know it's just eased off a little bit, but we're absolutely slinging it down. It were an exciting, if you weren't a Partizan supporter, you'd say it were an exciting game with both clubs. Both teams could have scored more goals. We could, Keeler done what a goal, and Phillips. But right near the end, Stephen Humphreys played really well and nearly got us on end of something to make it 3, and that'd have killed it. But back they came, and they've got some quality players. I know Josh said in our preview that they haven't just got 12 players in my view. They've got some real quality players, and we had to play well to match them. But glasses.
I can't see.
Because it rained.
Yeah.
Can you see?
I can see you, Indiana. It's all good.
You can see me from this range. I just wonder if I take a step back this way, will you still see me? This is Tracy without glasses on. I know nobody's ever seen her without glasses before, but this is it. I thought we had to match them, and we did. The other bit at the end, our goalie did deserve to get booked for wasting time, but not at that moment. He hadn't got ball. Ball weren't coming from him. He was waiting for ball to come to him and got booked for waiting for ball, which were a bit harsh, but he deserved it earlier. I still think there were times in that second half where Killip, who I do think played really well, he's still got a future in rugby union because he likes to find touch. But altogether, a really good win. Wrexham will be there. Wrexham will be up there. Hopefully, we'll be joining them up there. But they'll win a lot more than they'll lose them. Good side.
Yeah, Joe, so we know that they're a quality side, the league table doesn't lie, and they started really strong, and they finished really strong, but we had a good period in the middle where should it have been more than 2?
Absolutely, I think we were brilliant today. I just loved it. I thought we were fantastic. Fair play, yeah, Wrexham did come back really strong in second half. My only criticism would be that sort of 10-minute period before half-time. I know that lads want to manage game, and at 2-0 you think you get in at half-time, go against second half. I just think that's one of the things that's cost us quite a bit this season, is just not putting foot down a little bit more and just been a bit braver to get that third goal, because you get third goal, it's over, game over. But we didn't do that, and that allowed them to go in at half-time, reset, and come out strong and give us a great game. But I've got to say, credit to lads, showed incredible character at 2-1, because we've seen at this place, for whatever reason, last year, it were really tough. But new year, new Barnsley.
The last game we fell to pieces, didn't we?
Yeah, we
completely.
fell to pieces. But how many times last year did we see it where a team sneak a goal when we're winning 2-0 or one, and it suddenly we don't get a win or we don't get a result. Today at 2-1, they stuck in. They showed some grit and determination. They got over the line. I thought the lads were brilliant today. Full credit to them. So yeah, welcome to Barnsley.
Happy man. So John, looking at the stats, and their fans I've no doubt will, they out possessed us in terms of they had much more possession. I think they had nearly 6% possession. They had 18 shots. I mean, we've been that team this season at home where we've had all the possession and all the shots and not come away with anything. So do you think on reflection it was a good home win, or do you think that they're going to be really disappointed at not getting a draw?
I think it was an excellent home win. I think I said to my dad before the game, I wasn't sure we were going to win, but I was kind of hopeful, because when we played Birmingham, I know we lost. You've got a team there that come at you. So a bit like when we play away from home and we get the opportunity to counter a bit more. So the pressure isn't on us to control the possession while they sit back and then Leyton Orient hit us on the counter, for example. We're actually able to exploit the space in behind their team, which is the way it kind of works out. So I think the difference with the Birmingham game was we managed it a little bit better towards the end. We still had to ride our luck a little bit, but again, they put everything in. They're second in the league for a reason. They're a good side,
They're not second anymore.
No, they're not. They were second in the league, but also they had that main tactic of hitting the channels with the long balls, and I think we dealt with it really well. Once or twice we kind of got caught out by trying to play a little bit too high up in the second half, and when we dropped back and Donny Pines would get his head on it, I think we dealt with it very well. So.
Stephen Fletcher, love him or hate him, I thought he actually played really well when he came on in, offered a different dimension, and you mentioned about Donovan. I thought actually struggled against him, if I'm being honest. But we stood here 2 weeks ago, having been significantly hammered 4-0 at home to Leyton Orient, and 3 games later, Bolton, Peterborough, Wrexham, and we're 9 points the better off. What a great turnaround, to be fair to Darryl Clark.
It is, and it's all credit to the players that go on the pitch, because it's not just the first 11. There's others come on and have been around it for the last week and a half. So it's all credit. It's all credit to them all. One thing I am glad about, and I know Fletcher came on. I thought Fletcher played really well. He's a good player. I know
he's an handful, isn't he?
I know we've got the thing about Wednesday and all that, and he's knocking on a bit. But he can still do it. I'm going to say at half time, I'm glad he came on, because I thought Ollie Palmer were an handful and a half. I were hoping we were going to bring Donny Pines on, because we were shimmying behind Palmer and he were just holding everybody off and bringing players in. So I were really glad he went off at half time, because he were a problem for us in that first half. All I will say is it's a credit to both sides. It's been chucking it down with rain. And that game, and I know I'm biased because I'm a Barnsley fan, I want Barnsley to win, and I'm glad we did. But if I wasn't, we're a game of football for League One. That were a higher standard today in these conditions than League One. But both sides, credit to their abilities. They brought players on. We like Matty James. He stood in. Rathbone, he only had a couple of good runs where he were free, and we managed to close it and get a block in. Thank the Lord for that, because we didn't do it at their ground, which is why they scored such a late winner. They've got good players all over pitch. So, and what can they bring on? Look at the players that they can bring on. So, they're not a one-man team or a two-man team or a 12-man team, irrespective of what Josh says. They're a good side, and we match them for huge swathes of that game. We matched them, and they're only that bit towards the end where we started miss-kicking it, slicing it. What I'm glad about is that Paul Mullins is all right, because God, when he had his shot and he was off balance and he was just udged, went to penalty, just udged by Donovan Pines. He clattered that Odin like I thought he's not going to move. So I'm glad he recovered and were able to get back on pitch, because I wouldn't want any player to be injured like that. So good luck.
No, and he's had his fair share of bad luck on it this season. Yeah. So Saturday we move on to Crawley, another home game, now with a completely different sort of concept about how we feel about being at home in 2025. And we play Crawley, we're a very different team, and not at the top end of the table, although doing all right. Feeling confident?
Absolutely. Complete opposite from when you asked me about Bolton away the other week.
No, we were semi-confident about Bolton.
We were semi-confident, to be fair. I don't know why,
Wow,
because we just lost 4-0 to Leighton Orient and got battered. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, like Andy says, the quality today, from both sides in fairness, but look at the goals that we've scored today. I mean, Keeler Dunn's finished fantastic. And Max Waters for that second goal, the way he sort of turned into Max, got into the box and just had that composure. He's just got such a footballing brain. He's had a lot of stick and he's not always been at his best at Barnsley, but we're starting to see the best of him now.
This
and
season,
it's really exciting.
This season he has really stepped up, I think.
He has. I think if he can continue that for the second half of the season, he's going to be a huge player for us, because that was brilliant to just turn, have composure, to find Adam's feet, and we know that. As you call him the magician, Andy, we know he's got that in his locker. Adam Phillips, what a goal! I've just seen it back on TV as we were coming out. Oh, absolute beauty, top bag. Nobody's saving that. We play like that. We could beat anybody in this league. I think we'd beat anybody. So I'm really confident, excited, thanking that it's a new year and that we can just get rid of whatever happened last year. Oh well, forget about that now. We're a changed side, aren't we, John? We're changed.
Slightly worried.
Come on, John.
anyway, level us back down, John.
I've seen a few games where this season at home where I feel that you walk in there thinking, well, we should win this, and we don't.
Yeah.
Do we think that? I've not thought that for a while.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm tentatively hopeful. Let's say.
Right. Okay. Andy, are you a bit more confident than your little boy?
I am. I mean, I did an away end a number of months ago when we won at Crawley, so that was a good thing. And their guy said to me that of their team that played at Wembley to win playoffs, and I thought they were very impressive at Wembley to get promoted to League One. 9 out of 11 that were on pitch to start with had all moved on in a variety of ways, so it were a completely different side. And they were hoping that they could just manage. Well, they have been. I don't know what it is after today. They're just inside relegation place. I hope they stay out, but not on Saturday. We could do with another win, because you can guarantee other teams around us will drop points like we will, but they'll also win a good number of games, because we've got a lot of good sides around us. So hopefully Crawley have an off day, because there are no mugs in this league. People say, oh, Burton's way after it at the bottom. There are no mugs.
Well, nearly the Huddersfield last game. I don't know what I've done today, but
there are no mugs them. So it's anybody can beat anybody, and let's hope we've got the determination. Today we showed the determination to hang on, and we started pulling the sins back round after slicing it in everywhere. I was thinking when they scored their first goal, I thought, here we go, we're slicing it, we're all over the place, we miss tackling when we get ball, we miss placing passes and just invite it back onto us. But we gradually got ourselves back into it in that added time, 7 minutes added time, which seemed a lot, but Mullins were out.
Yeah, I think that was fair.
It were all right, because it were out. So it were an exciting game. I mean, flipping heck. I'm glad I had some blood pressure tablets before I come, because hopefully I won't need as many on Saturday, but by goodness, both sides were good today. They were a pleasure to watch.
So Joe, score predictions Saturday. Let's do score predictions, then we'll finish off by concluding this little one day. All right. Score predictions for Saturday. Crawley at home.
3-0. 3-0.
To us, obviously.
Yeah. If we play like that, well, I think this is no disrespect to Crawley. I just think we're starting to get a bit of momentum, and there's a. Yeah,
and clearly we've got a New Year resolution to win at home now.
His New Year's resolution is to win more than 6 games at home this year, which is not going to be a hard one to crack, to be honest. So we've only got 5 more to do.
Darren Clark's been saying, Auntie, he's made no sort of qualms about the fact that we need to change things around at home, and what a way to sort of start it today. So
I feel. I could be wrong, Crawley might come in bits, but I feel like that's lifted a weight today. It feels that. I feel like there's a weight lifted, and I won't want to be the next side playing us here after that weight lifted. So
now we're all bounding with confidence, including that team in there. Well, I think surely the team's got to be full of confidence, because that's 3 fantastic, and there's a firework to celebrate. Score predictions for Saturday?
5-0.
Oh, to them?
I was optimistic one.
To us?
No, realistically, I think maybe 2-1. Davis Keeler Dunn's come to the party recently, and Phillips is back firing again. Strikers are looking promising, so No, I'll go 3-1. 3-1 Barnsley.
3-1, yeah. They keep letting Davis Killerton come inside, don't they? And as soon as he comes inside, I just think, you know where this is heading. So go on, score predictions. Or do I even need to ask?
Well, not really. It's tried and tested, isn't it? We've got a mistake in us, haven't we? We've always got a mistake in us. So it's going to be 2-1, isn't it? Hopefully, it's going to be 2-1. I just hope that they score with our mistake, their goal, last kick at match, because I don't want to be living through all that again with 2-1. Too long. It's too long for an old guy like me. If you think you can predict better than a 70-year-old, get it in the comments. So
let's finish off, because we can't not finish off. It's a great result today, and we rightly have to be happy and celebrate because, you know, we've had a bit of stick. Wrexham fans give us a bit of stick, and I'm sure they will about this. So, man of the match was Ben Killip in there. Difficult to disagree, but there were some other great performances. Who are you going to go for?
I just wanted to brag about my 2-1 prediction, by the way, Andy. So 3 points today.
And me.
So, yeah. Oh, you as well? Oh,
well, it was 2-1, so it was 2-1.
Tom's cameraman's
and Tom's got some new gloves.
Little humble brag on that, you know. It's decent, that. Who am I going for? It's an hard call, to be honest. Tempted by McCarthy. I thought, considering he's been out and not played football for a long time, I thought he looked excellent today.
Looking
really
quite assured, didn't he?
Water, like I said, Max Water, I thought played brilliant. Obviously, had to come off a bit early. I don't know if that were injury or just changing things up, but I thought he had a brilliant game, particularly for the second goal. I think I've got to give it to Mal, though. I thought Mal was just fantastic all the way through. He's just growing as a player. He reminds me so much of Mads Anderson.
I knew you were going to say that.
I had a mistake in him when he first came, but you can see he's got the talent. You can see that he's going to develop into a top player, and we're now starting to see that top player. As long as he keeps the mistakes out of his game, yeah, the only way he's up for Mal, he's playing really well.
Man of the match?
The whole defence played really well. I've got a soft spot for Bazacotta. I love Bazacotta. He had a decent game today again. I think Davis Keeler-Dunn as well played really well. So I think the keeper for me, but then Davis Keeler-Dunn, yeah.
Any others you want to throw in there?
Oh yeah, no doubt for me. Conor McCarthy today. Before the game started, I met up with Silent Tom there, and Silent Tom, because he does speak, not a minute, but he does speak. Like me, he was surprised. Josh Earl came back in, and I'm all right with that. I hope it's not too early for him, and I'm glad he went off so that he didn't overstretch it. But I was surprised that Donny Pines got dropped, basically, because he's been immense for us. So, if anybody, I'd have thought it would have been Conor McCarthy, who don't deserve to be dropped because he's played well. And I think whether he played it centre defence, like he did for most of the game until Big Donny come on and then moved to left, I think he's looked assured throughout. And I'm surprised that he's still with us, you know, because he hardly, apart from the injuries, he's hardly.
Thank goodness he is.
He's hardly had a game, and it's good. It is very good there is, and he deserved of his place today, and he showed why he deserved his place. I thought Conor McCarthy had a good game today.
Yeah, I won't disagree with any of that. I think there was some. Generally, the team played very, very well, but I think you have to give it to Killip because the two saves that he made, let's be honest, had he not made them, we probably won't be quite as happy as we are at the moment.
He's a goal, it's what he gets paid for.
Josh will not. All right, Roy Keane. Josh will not be happy about you going against goalkeepers again.
Well, he needs to get over his head a bit, doesn't he? Because he reckons he knows everything about goalkeeping. He probably went in goal when he was 8-year-old once, so. Prove me wrong, Josh.
Let's give the manager a shout out as well, because I think he got team selection right today and the substitutions right today. So I think Darryl deserves a bit of praise for today.
And that'll open us up to getting a bit more stick. So yeah, well done. And on that note, a very, very happy New Year to everyone who watches, particularly all you Wrexham fans. Don't worry, I'm sure we might just drop on you in the playoffs with a bit of luck. So for now, a very, very rainy but a very happy Oakwell after a wonderful 2-1 win. You Reds.
Hi, it's Andy and Joe again from Leeds. What an enjoyable afternoon's entertainment that's been in the rain. The first half, I thought it was pretty much even Stevens. Wrexham looked slow on the ball, slow passing, but we were very clinical the times we went up. I mean, both goals were fantastic. If they'd have watched any videos, they'd have known Keeler-Dunn were going to do that. And Adam Phillips, that was an absolutely sublime finish, absolutely superb finish. So we're very clinical in the first half. And in the second half, Wrexham showed why they're at the top of the league. And there was a wonderful wonderful, wonderful goalkeeping performance by Killip. But the defence was very, very good. I mean, everybody in the centre backs, McCarthy played well, Earl played well while he was on, Donovan Pines got stuck in. It was a very, very determined performance to hold on to that lead. And they're up against it. We rode as luck for a while, but you can't complain at that, because, I mean, it's a win against one of the better teams, that, and it's overall, I think we deserved it, although we did ride as luck. What do you think, Joe?
Well, if our New Year's resolution was to win at home, then we'd do it. We're unbeaten at home in 2025. First 3 games was 3 minutes. First 3 minutes were quite. I thought we were going to concede, because there was a chance where they actually put ball in net, and I thought it was going to be Leighton Orient all over again. But 3 minutes is not really much, and we counter-attacked once. Keeler Dunn did a Keeler Dunn thing, and Phillips did a Phillips thing as well. Great finishes. We couldn't see them well. They were from other side of stadium, but they were good goals from what we could see. And it was from second half. We kind of Wrexham, we expect them to throw kitchen sink at the last minute because they were trailing, and also they've scored a lot of last minute goals. Man at match, I agree. Killip, he was really good. He saved a few cross. Some of them I couldn't tell whether they were crossbar or him, but he kept us 2-1 up.
I think if we were as clinical as that last month, we'd be higher up the table. Hopefully that's a sign for things to come, because they're probably as good as anybody in the league, apart from maybe Birmingham, and we didn't play that bad against them, so if we keep that up, we might be okay.
We just need a buffet transfer window, one of everything.
Yeah, one of everything. We'll have everything.
Yeah.
Cheers. Anyway, good win. You Reds.
Well, we've done it. Another win. Makes it 3 on bounce. Who would have thought we'd come into off Leighton Orient game and we've pulled 3 results out of Bolton, Peterborough and Wrexham. Amazing performance, and they played again. First half were brilliant. We played really well, good football, good passing football, and 2 absolutely brilliant goals, well taken goals. Keeler Dunn when he cuts in there on that right foot, you know what's coming, don't you? Every time, bottom corner, well placed, and then Phillips, a little shimmy, leaves defender on the floor and puts it in top corner. Happy days, what more can you want? We knew second half they'd come into it better, they knew they'd start strong. We expected a comeback of some sorts, but we played well. I think we showed it out, we showed game out. They got the goal, which I think they probably deserved a goal out, and that pressure was strong from second half. But yeah, we hung on, we played really well. 9 points from 9 over Christmas. What more can you want? You Reds!